The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a New York first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1. Couldn't get the ball.
Let's go. Blue line, Detroit.
Shift together here from the D-line. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. Time to step aside. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action with Brissett.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Man 38.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they try the right side here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hand. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Detroit!
He'll give it here to his running back. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter.